Hello, dear students. So, today we are on day 4 of our GST revision series for May 2025. And today's topic is Section 10. Section 10 means composition levy. Today's topic, which you have to revise, is composition levy. There's only one amendment relating to this provision here, Section 10. Yes. So, 13th March, topic is Section 10, composition levy. So, let's look at what the composition levy is. If a person's ATO in the preceding financial year is less than or equal to 1.5 crores, if a person's ATO in the preceding financial year is less than or equal to 1.5 crores, then a person may opt for composition levy in the current financial year. It's not mandatory. If he wants, he can opt for composition levy. Now, what happens if composition levy is opted? There are only three categories of people who can opt for the normal composition levy, which is provided in section 10(1). Yes, and they are manufacturer, trader, and a person who is supplying food and beverages services. So they have to pay tax at a lower rate, and the tax rate is, if it is manufacturer, 1% of turnover in state, if it is trader, 1% of taxable turnover in state, and if it is F&B service provider, it is 5% of turnover in state. Okay, so they are paying tax at a lower rate, correct? This tax they have to pay out of their pocket. They cannot collect tax. Also, if they are making any inward supply, they cannot claim ITC on that inward supply. Why? Because they are paying taxes at a lower rate. Now, so what is the amendment relating to this composition levy? See, composition registered person, he pays his tax quarterly by 18th of the next month. That is for the quarter April to June. He will be paying this tax. What tax? That 1%, 1% or 5%. That tax he will be paying on or before 18th July. That is a due date for him to pay taxes, and he'll be filing it in form CMP 08. Similarly, for July to September, he will be paying taxes quarterly on or before 18th October. October to December, on or before 18th Jan. Jan to March, on or before 18th April. So this is how a composition registered person will be paying taxes. That is basically quarterly, and the due date to pay the taxes is on or before 18th of the month following the quarter. In addition to this, he will have to file a yearly return in form GSTR 4. Okay, so he'll have to file a yearly return in form GSTR 4. Let's look at it. GSTR 4, which is a return to be filed by a person who is opted for composition levy either under section 10(1) or under section 10(2)(a). What is section 10(2)(a)? If a person is ineligible for 10(1) composition scheme, and if his preceding financial year ATO is less than or equal to 50 lakhs, that is up to 50 lakhs, then he may opt for 10(2)(a) composition scheme. But here the rate of tax will be 6% of turnover in state. So that is the rate of tax under section 10(2)(a) composition scheme. Okay, right. So whatever scheme he has opted, if he is a composition registered person, he will have to file a yearly return in form GSTR 4. The due date used to be, yearly means once a year, right? So financial year 23-24, okay, he'll have to file GSTR 4. The due date used to be 30th April of the following financial year. So 23-24, after 23-24, it will be 30th April 2024. That used to be the date within which a composition registered person has to file his GSTR 4, which is yearly return. But now it has been amended. So from financial year 2024-25, 2024-25, now the due date is 30th June of the following financial year. So on for 2024 to 31/3/2025. This is the period which falls in financial year 24-25, and for a composition registered person, the due date to file his yearly return in form GSTR 4 for the financial year 24-25 is now 30th June 2025. It used to be 30th April 2025. Yes, that is 30th April of the following financial year. Now it has been amended to 30th June of the following financial year. So that is the only amendment, and that is for GSTR 4. But remember, he is also paying his taxes quarterly in CMP 08. And for paying taxes quarterly, he will be paying it on or before 18th of the month following the quarter. That is a due date. That is not changing. Okay, that is not changed. The only change is with respect to GSTR 4 filing, that is the yearly return to be filed by a composition registered person. So I'll just show you the chart. Yes, composition scheme chart. Take a screenshot of this chart Make sure you have revised all the topics covered in this chart from your material. Yes, so this is composition scheme is a very simple scheme. You can just go through it. It is a very simple scheme. So revise the entire section, section 10.1, section 10.2, section 10.2a. What are the conditions, everything that you have to revise. Okay, so I'll post the next amendment video shortly.